changed based on historic statistical information. Well, I'm not really sure what the historical statistical information has, what it said or if it's changed, but historically in this office and just in general, what the top two issues are: finances and infidelity. Those are the top two reasons that clients will come to me and say, I'm filing for divorce, or I've been served with divorce papers. Those are the top two reasons. Someone is either overspending or super, super thrifty, or someone is stepping out and seeking attention, emotional or physical validation from someone else. And the other person finds out and they want out. Those are the top two scenarios that I see most often. Now, I have seen people been married, 30 years getting a divorce simply because they just grew apart. But I think that's a mask or a cover for a lot of other things to say we grew apart. But I don't know. What do you think? What do you think the biggest reasons
I
are?
think you got it. I think you got it. You're absolutely right. I think that a lot of times from my experience, it has been finances, and then also, hey y'all, I see my people. I see from finances to infidelity, right? Absolutely. I totally agree. Somebody has a secret account, somebody's overspending, somebody's taking out $10,000 and not telling the other person. And then also the infidelity thing, right? A lot of times people know that they're marrying somebody who has already been unfaithful, and they go ahead and marry anyways. Again, that same expectation. Well, once we get married, once I say I do, now you're going to be faithful. And that's not real. It's not a real expectation. It's not real to come into marriage. And then, as you said, people who have getting divorces after 20, 30 years, a lot of times it's that they have said that they are grown apart, or again, infidelity, right? um, from the 20 to 30 years, a lot of times people are not dating each other. So they lose that connection. They lose that relationship. So that's why it's important to keep on dating and keep on getting to know, because I won't be the same person I was last year. I won't be the same person I will be at the end of this year. Right. And so that's the same thing that's happening. And hopefully we can evolve together. And that's what, again, we can teach in premarital and in just couples counseling before they even go into the marriage. Hmm.
So, yeah, so a lot of this, unfortunately, has its foundation when we're nowhere around, right? A divorce lawyer wasn't there when you were dating, and a therapist wasn't there, probably more likely than not, when you were dating. So, a lot of this is a culmination. By the time they get in here, it's total, dysfunction and hurt and pain, and all of those things have already happened. And so, at this point, it's my job to just make sure that they're getting what the law, or, what the family code says they're entitled to, if not more. And then I'm assuming, or I know that your job is to actually help them sleep better at night and like what they see in the mirror, despite what they've got going on in life, right?
Right.
And
Right.
um, so my question to you then would be, what role does, or how does therapy truly help them navigate the divorce process?
Absolutely. I have a question for you too, but uh,
Yeah, people are sitting. I'm reading questions at the bottom, and I'm getting thrown off. So that's why I was like,
yeah,
but I'm
yeah,
reading some, and
yeah,
then I have
yeah,
another question from my colleague. Go ahead.
yes. So I'll